Hello, Assalamualaikum students. So let's continue with the chapter of fluid statics with this new topic on hydrostatic forces. By the name it is clear it is the forces exerted by hydro, water or any liquid or fluid. So the force exerted by the fluid in static position, that is at rest. So now let's determine the total pressure force on an inclined plane surface submerged in liquid. So let's see the diagram first, where we have an arbitrary shape surface which is placed inclined in the liquid. This shows the cross-sectional shape of this surface which is placed at an inclination. This figure, this shows the thickness of that surface, and it is placed at an angle theta with the liquid surface, and G point is the center of gravity and P is the center of pressure. As we know, the total pressure force acts at this P point, and its distance, the vertical distance of this P point from the water surface is HP, and the vertical distance for from the G point is H dash. Let's consider a small strip of thickness dy. We have basically introduced another reference, which is OO, which is normal to this theta. So this angle is basically 90 degrees. So this OO axis is normal to the theta axis, this line normal to the surface, and the distance of this strip from this OO axis is y, and its thickness is dy. So the distance of the center of gravity from this O reference is y dash, and till this P point the distance is yp. So this area of the strip dA will basically be equal to the width b into dy. So let's determine the total pressure force F. As we know, the pressure intensity on the strip is given by rho gh. So the total pressure force on the strip is dF, which is pressure into area. So rho gh into area of the strip, which is dA. So in order to find the pressure force on total area, we have to integrate it. So integral dF, which is integral rho gh dA. We can take rho g outside and we'll have integral h dA. So here we can also use the relationship sine theta. As we know, this is our inclined surface, and this is the position of center of gravity and center of pressure, and its vertical distance from the liquid surface is h dash, while this distance from the O axis it is y dash. So sine theta is h dash over y dash. Similarly, sine theta is equal to hp over yp, and so it is also h over y. So we can make use of this relationship and replace h by y sine theta. So f is integral rho g y sine theta into dA. Taking rho g sine theta outside, we'll get integral y dA. So integral y dA, this basically indicates the first moment of area, and this will be equal to the total area into y dash. Y dash will be the distance of the center of gravity from the OO axis. So integral y dA is a y dash. So we'll have the expression over here, rho g sine theta a y dash. We can replace y dash sine theta by h dash. So at the end you can see we have developed the same expression. We have come up with the same expression which was for the vertical surface submerged in liquid. So the total pressure force, it remains constant, where h dash is the vertical distance till the center of gravity of an inclined plane. So let's determine the center of pressure for an inclined plane submerged in a liquid. So the pressure force on the strip dF is rho gh dA. If you observe the inclined plane from the OO axis, this case is simple as that a vertical surface from the free liquid surface, because all the dimensions are perpendicular to the OO axis. So the derivation is simple, or you can say identical to a vertical surface case. So we're going to replace h by the y sine theta, and we are going to take moment of that strip from the OO axis. The moment of that strip will be df into y, which is rho g y sine theta dA into y, taking y square, so rho g sine theta y square dA. So summation of moment of all the forces about OO axis, for that we'll take integral, and we can take rho g sine theta outside, we'll get integral y square dA. So this indicates it is second moment of area about the OO axis, since we are taking the distance from the OO axis, which is y. So moment of inertia about the OO axis is given by I naught. Okay? We are using the symbol I naught over here. So the moment of the total pressure force F about OO axis is given by F into Yp. So equating these two expressions, F into Yp is equal to rho g sine theta I naught. Take Yp to the denominator, and you can also write Yp is Hp over sine theta, and force F is rho g A H dash for an inclined plane. And using parallaxis theorem, we know I naught is equal to Ig plus A into square of the distance between them, which is y dash. So substituting these values and solving, this is basically square sine square theta. This sign goes over here, so we have a square over here, and solving, finally you will get this expression. HP is Ig sine square theta over AH dash plus H dash. So this expression is similar to what we have earlier determined for a vertical surface, just as, with the difference that here we have sine square theta. And if theta is 90, so sine 90 is 1, so this basically becomes the same formula as that of a vertical plane surface submerged in liquid. For curved surface submerged in liquid, consider a curved surface AB which is submerged in static fluid, and we consider the strip dA, and the force acting on this strip is dF, which is normal to it, and we will have to resolve this force into two components, its horizontal component and the vertical component. As you can see, for the curved surface, it is continuously changing its direction. So we know the pressure force, this is perpendicular to the area, so that force is basically also changing its direction. So what we are going to do is we are going to convert this force dF into its component dfx and dfy, and later on we are going to calculate the resultant force, horizontal force, and resultant vertical force on the area, and after that we can find out the resultant force because of the two components forces. So you're going to basically see it in a little while. So let's see this area dA. It makes an angle theta with horizontal. So I can also represent this small strip by this diagonal EF. Its area is dA, and its inclination with horizontal is theta. So if I resolve this area into two components, so horizontal will be the cos theta component and the vertical will be sine theta, dA sine theta component. As this area, it makes an angle theta with horizontal, so its perpendicular, which is this force dF, will make same angle theta with vertical. So by here you can see that the dfy will be df cos theta, while dfx will be df sine theta. So as we know that the pressure intensity, it is rho gh, and the pressure force on the strip df is rho gh into dA, and we can find this total pressure force on the curved surface by integrating it. So integral rho gh dA. So the total force it can be obtained after integration. So F is basically square root fx square plus fy square, and the inclination of resultant with horizontal, it can be given by tan phi, which is fy over fx. So let's find out this dfx and df phi, and later on find out the expression for fx and fy by integrating them. So dfx is df sine theta as seen earlier, and df is given by rho gh dA. Similarly, dfi is rho gh dA cos theta. So integrate them and take rho g outside. So it is rho g integral h dA sine theta. Similarly, we have expression for fy. As seen earlier, this EG, this represents the dA cos theta component, and this GF is basically dA sin theta component. So dA sin theta, which is FG, this is basically the vertical projection of the area dA. If you consider this inclined surface to be vertical, it will be dA sin theta component, and hence the expression rho g integral h dA sin theta represents the total pressure force on the projected area of the curved surface on the vertical plane. So this means that if we compute the force on this projected area, projected vertical face of the curved surface, if we compute the total pressure force on this dA sin theta component, that is the vertical projection of this curved surface, we will get the horizontal component of the total pressure force. So Fx, it is basically the total pressure force on the projected area of the curved surface on a vertical plane. And dA cos theta, which is Eg, it is the horizontal projection of the area dA, and hence it is the volume of liquid contained in the elementary area dA up to the free surface of liquid. So integral h dA cos theta is the volume contained between curved surface extended up to the free surface. So Fy, it becomes the weight of the liquid supported by the curved surface up to the free surface of liquid. So remember, Fx is the total pressure force on the projected area of the curved surface in the vertical plane, and Fy is the weight of the liquid supported by the curved surface up to the free surface of liquid. So this thing will be more clear once you will solve the numerical problem related to curved surfaces.